Note implementation, note assistant, note implementation. So what is mean by note implementation, right? So suppose SAP notes, suppose in SAP long back we have done the installations, right? So sometimes we may face the syntax errors, so bugs, errors, right? So program errors, so coding errors. That time some errors are known errors. So to remove the known errors from the SAP systems, so we have to use the yes note. Yes note we have to apply it, which means those are the known errors, which means SAP will release the SAP will provide the solutions to us in the form of note. In the form of note, yes note. So they will provide the solutions to us. So we have to download that note. We have to implement in our systems here, right? So there is a note assistant tool that can be accessed through yes note transaction. Here for implementation of the yes note, we have to use the yes note transaction code. We have to apply the yes notes into the systems here. Using this transaction code, we can apply, we can download the note, we can apply the notes here using this transaction code here. Here the note assistant is a tool here. Actually, the notes are like a set of instructions, the solutions which are mentioned in the note to remove the known errors from the SAP systems here, right? It's a very easy made tool. Suppose if any error occurs, it will give you the notes. Using that note, we can, if you open that note, you will get the solutions or some instructions. So you can follow those solution section to fix the errors in the SAP systems here. Suppose when you are doing the day-to-day activities, if you go to the SAP systems, then suppose like you are checking in the dumps, right? You are checking the dumps. You see every day some dumps are happening in the systems, right? So there is a runtime error. This is some cancelled program. There is a runtime error. You can see syntax error, some runtime error, dump is not founding here, right? So something like a program error. So this error maybe SAP knows. This error maybe SAP knows. Maybe they may have released the note as well, right? In that case, so select the text, go to the service marketplace. In the service marketplace, just just search the note. You will get the related solution, related note number you will get, right? So first of all, we need to search. So what is that, right? You can see there is a note, there is a note, there is a program error, there is a note. This is the note number. This is the note number 3230611. So if you open the note, what will contains in this note? In this note, it contains the symptoms, the error messages, and the solution section as well. In the solution section, we need to uh, we need to we need to follow the solutions, or we need to apply the note in our SAP systems. Maybe it's a program error, it's the corrections. That note we have to install in our SAP system using the yes note transaction code. Using the yes note transaction code, we have to apply that note. See here, this note is released in the 2023 December, right? So what is that error? This error is a object error, something missing here. The dump occurs due to the missing class. So what they said, like, so delete they have given the resolution, right? Resolution section. So delete the, so some program and something like that. There is some given the correction instructions. They are given the some instructions, so to follow it here. Then and also they suggested like please implement the this note as well. Please implement the this note as well here. So they're given the some instructions. So that will be available in the SAP community, right? So means like SAP in the SAP marketplace or blogs, SAP will release these notes. SAP will provide you the solutions to us, right? So this note, if you open it, this note, this is a note number here. This note number we have to copy and we have to go to the SNOTE transaction code, SNOTE transaction code. So there we have to apply the notes. There we have to download the notes directly. Directly we can just click on the OK button and download the notes here. But here thing is our system should be registered into the SAP marketplace. Then only we can directly download the notes. Then only we can directly download the notes here. Directly download the notes here. So, and also it should be a digital signed SAP notes only. We can download it using the SNOTE transaction code. Digitally signed notes only we have to download from the SAP marketplace here, right? So otherwise we have to manually download it. If you don't have the digitally signed the process, if you want that process, your system should be registered into the service marketplace, and that should be directly we can go to the here, then just download the note, just click on OK button, the note will be downloaded automatically, we can implement it. So if the note is not automatically down, it's not there, digitally signed certificate are there, then we have to go to here, we have to upload the note manually. We have to upload the notes manually, then we can take it further. We have to upload the note manually, then we have to take it further here. So let's see, we have some notes already we downloaded. I think, let me see where it is. Here SIC notes, here it is. Yeah, here we have the some notes already downloaded. Let me try to implement that note here. Let's see. Error while reading the zip of the content. Okay. Upload the SAP note here. So download means automatically we have to download it. So automatically that will be downloaded, then we can implement it. But since we don't have the SAP connection, then what we are doing, we have manually downloading using the service marketplace ID. Just click on there is a download option. So then we can download it. There is a download option. We can download the note into our desktop. Then we can upload it. We can upload the note into our system here. In case of so that is the second procedure. If the first procedure is not working, automatic download into directly in the SAP system, then manually we have to download. So what is this note contains? Some correction instructions. So the patch level instructions. Suppose in our system, this is a long running systems, right? This is the business systems. So when we will get the issues, when the code will change, so no one don't know, right? So that is the reason you see in the systems, you see there are the multiple components, and the components means there are the multiple components are there in the system, and their respective versions are there here. So each component, maybe definitely there is a error, issues, there is a bugs, right? So to fix that errors and bugs, we have to apply the note in our systems here. So that who will release that notes means SAP only will release that notes. They knows. So based upon the customer experience or some other customers, they have already having this type of issues, they will release the notes to the customers to implement the same in our SAP system to fix the error. In case of if you are having similar errors, then we have to implement the note in our SAP systems to fix the errors here. To fix the errors, we have to implement the systems. We have to implement the note in our systems here. So that is what we have to do in our systems here. That is what we have to do it in our systems here. So here, how to suppose like manual or automatic, we can download it. Download is an auto option. Then how to implement it? How to implement the notes here, right? So we have to go to the SNOTE transaction code. SNOTE is the transaction code here. In this transaction code, so you will get the list of notes. You will get it out here, right? So maybe we have already downloaded the note. Maybe you can see the notes already there here. We have already downloaded. the notes already there. In this case, what you have to do, you need to go to the here, then upload the note. Then you can see in which drive, in which where you have the notes. Means we have already some other purpose. We have already downloaded the some notes here, right? Suppose like these all are the notes. These all are the notes here, right? So you can just implement the note. Just you can implement the note here. Let's see. Error while reading the zip file of this file.
You select SAP files.
Yeah, sometimes we can also upload the SAR file, but let's see. Okay. So just click on the upload the note, then check any one of the notes whether these new notes are applicable or not. I'm not sure, but let's upload. And if the notes are there, the status here can be implemented, cannot be implemented. Can be implemented means the note says can be implemented, which means we can implement those notes in our SAP systems here. We can implement in our notes in our SAP systems here, right? Cannot be implemented means so it cannot be implemented. It cannot be implemented due to the version mismatch, due to the version mismatch or something. So we cannot implement in our SAP systems here. But how can I know which node can be implemented means in the node assistance here we can see the so it can be implemented or not. It can be implemented or not. If cannot, if implementation state is can be implemented, we can implement in our systems here. It cannot be implemented means we cannot be implemented in our systems here. It won't work here, even though it won't work here in our systems here, right? The note cannot be implemented in our systems here, right? So like this we can go to the any other successful nodes, we can implement it. Successful nodes, we can upload the nodes here, right? We can go to the here. So let's see which nodes we can go ahead and implement it here. Just import the text file. So if you download the SAR file, it will download, it will give you the just if you download the note, that's in the form of SAR file, the note will be downloaded. We need to extract it using the SAP car command. So then a zip file will be created. You need to unzip it here. You need to unzip it here. See here, this is also it's not be displayed. It's not also not cannot be implemented. So there is a tick mark will come. So then play symbol will come. Then only the node can be implemented in our systems here. Node can be implemented in our systems here, right? So here some nodes are downloads. This is the instruction note, the correction instruction note. There the types of notes are available in the SAP system here, right? So manual instructions means we need to check that check the note. There the resolution steps we need to follow. Resolution steps we need to follow it here, right? Some notes are so corrections. So corrections instructions here, right? In that case, so corrections. So in that case, what we can do, so we can directly upload the same note into the SAP system. So then we can so fix the issues here. The basically either any note, anything, the what is the use, the main use case is fixing the issues, correcting the errors, fixing the known errors in the SAP system, fixing the known errors in the SAP system here. So by default, no assistance tell so Note Assistant tool will come as part of the installation. Then we need to enable the so digitally signed certificates, notes, everything we have to enable it to automatic download. Suppose in case of you don't have the automatic download option, then manually we have to download from the service marketplace. Then we have to import into the our SAP systems. We have to import into the our SAP systems here. So by checking this one, let's try to fix the one error in our SAP systems here. Let's see what will happen here. You see, there is a this error. This is the foreground error, right? This is the foreground error here, above foreground error here. So there is a known issue. This is the known issue. This is the foreground error. Every day this job is running, then issues, we are getting the issues here, right? So what's happening here now? There is a dumps. There is a, so here this is the, I think this is the, this note. It's a cloud ALM related note. I think this is the one. So maybe this type of errors, as previously I fixed it out. So maybe it is available in the service marketplace. It is available in the SAP side. So there is a section. This type of errors we need to fix it here. This type of errors we have to fix it here. So somewhere you can see error messages here. So destination okay. This is okay. Dumps. This is the error messages. So sometimes we have the our array recipe error message also here. Mhm. I can search like CRB, CRBPA. CRBPA. So known errors. These all are the SAP also knows these errors here, right? So in this case, so we have the related notes. Definitely it should be available here. Definitely it should be available. So I'm trying to so check the related notes to upload in our SAP systems here, right? So let me open. Most common symptoms, the crowd ALM. They will release the notes. So see here, this is the correction instruction note here. This is also they have released it here. You can see this is also they have released it here. Close the monitoring issues here, right? So if you just open it here, then so it will give the some errors based upon that note. We can fix it. Whether we can see whether these dumps are triggering. These dumps are there in our system or not. So means is there any SAP note? Definitely there is SAP note. There is a SAP note for this one. So I checked it previously, we fixed it. So the correct way, this is also not. We need to check the category, runtime errors, program errors. We need to check all those things. This is also not the program error. So just trying to find out the correct note which I can implement it. So that if I implement all those things, things all are implemented by someone already. So that's why it's showing that. Let me try to. So let's try to implement this note 2221783. So direct note we cannot import it. So then what I can do, I need to extract, extracting the go to SNOTE transaction code, then upload the SAP note. So this is a manual procedure actually. In the real time, you won't get the manual procedure. Why? Because it's a real time applications. So definitely it's connected to the service marketplace here. Definitely it's connected to the service marketplace here. So using the SAP car command, so we have to 22217. We have to do that one. So this is not the right one. Not the right command. Okay, so one zip file it is created 1783. So let's see whether we can implement this one or not. Okay, so I extracted it. One folder is created here. Let me go to the here. So go to the upload the note. So here in the downloads, in the download section, we have the one note. Let me try to import that note here. So this is a manual procedure which we have to do. Normally, which you no need to do it in the real time cases here because it's already already there. It's already implemented or it's already by your system is already connected to the service marketplace. So you no need to do that one. You don't need to implement that note here. You don't need to implement that note. It's not required. So directly you can go to note assistance. We can download it. We can implement it. We can download it. We can implement the note here. See here, this note also cannot be implemented. This note also cannot be implemented. After uploading the note or when we check it out, we will come to know whether this note is applicable or not. We will come to know the reason here. So here we have 26th 3. These notes are there, but before that, these notes also available. 336. Let me try. Actually, if I to show you one note, then it is very easy for everybody. You can understand previously also, maybe in the future, if something goes wrong, so then, so you can how to import manually, all those things you can understand it here, right? So we have to manually download it, so then extract it, manually download it and extract it, and we can upload the note here. Manually download and extract it, so we can upload the note in our SAP systems here, right? So let me try to log in with the basis user. Normally note implementations are anything. So normal user we have to use it, not the SAP star VDIC users here, right? So just go to the here, then upload the notes here, upload the note here, whatever the note we downloaded. This is the note, suppose example 336, right? So just 202. So if you just upload it, it will come into the in this list here. It will come to the in this list here, right? So it is in the new list here, right? See here, this is also not applicable. This is also not applicable. It's in the gray color here, right? Just go to the here again, upload the one more note here, one more note like this. So we need to check it out like this. We have to which note is applicable for the our system. So after importing, you will get the status here. We will get the status here, whether it we can be implement or not. You will get the status here. So that note, so we can load into the, we can install into the our system to fix the errors. To fix the errors, we can upload into the our systems here, right? This is the way. So this is also cannot be implemented here, right? So you go just to go to the one more note, just try to upload that note as well here. I think this is already done, I think. 3363, 3365. Where is 65? Okay, this is the one. Each note there is a one error. So why we are not able to implement it, saying that the gray color means it is not applicable for the our version. So note implementation is based upon the our versions here, our SAP versions here. If the version is mismatching, so then we cannot implement it. It shows that we cannot implement the note here. See here, the three notes are cannot be implemented in our systems. Three notes, it cannot be implemented on our systems here. So let me try last note. This is the note, we can try it. So whether we can implement it or not, let me try this one. First extract it. The only procedure is we need to extract the note manually using the SAP car command. So once the extraction is done, so then we need to extract it, go to the note, then go to here, go to the note here, upload, go to the note, upload button here. This is the note. What is the note number? 1999. This is the one. Okay, let me try this one. If this note also cannot be implemented, then we need to search for the correct note, which is the correct one. So how can we know with this note is not applicable means when you open the note, we will come to know so whether so this note is applicable. Suppose like see, if we implemented this note, it's showing that play symbol, which means can be implemented. So select that note, So then how can we know means versions based on the based upon the versions. So then so we can say this can be implemented. Our system also will detect like, okay, this can be implemented in our SAP systems based upon the symptoms, right? So you can see here, this note can be implemented in our systems here. That's why you are getting the play symbol. In that case, what we have to do? So this note can be implemented. What is this note? Remove the unnecessary note downloads. Unnecessary downloads here in the systems here. Implement the correction instruction note here. Correction instructions. So which means this note is applicable. So just click on the implement SAP note. Implement SAP note here. Just we can click on the implement SAP Note so that it will ask the transport request number. Why? Because so these changes we can move to the quality and production systems, we can move it. So via transport request. So what we can do, we can create the transport request. Again, it is asking the one more note, 199, 5199. So this note it is asking here, triple line, double line, it is asking. So this is the note. So then again, I am going to here loading the different note again. When loading the different note again, I am loading here. But because it is asking the one more note dependency, one more note dependency it is asking here. So SAP card -XVF, then so note number. So one more note I am extracting here, right? So this note we have to upload it here. This note we have to upload here. So sometimes what happens, one note there is a dependency on the other notes. So first that the prerequisite note we have to implement it, and this note we have to implement it. So what is the advantage we will get by implementing this note means we will fix the errors. We will fix the errors related to the SAP systems. If anything, those errors we can fix it. Those errors we can fix it in the our SAP systems here. We can fix it in the our SAP systems. We can fix it out here. That's the reason we are so using this note assistant tool. So what is the tool means? Note assistant tool. SAP that's note assistant tool we are using to implement this one here, to implement this notes here, right? So here, so once this note also loaded, then it will ask the transport request number. Click on the OK button, then click on the yes, saying that confirm you read the note. Yes, we confirm, right? So now, right? So it is asking the transport request number. So we can create the new transport request number, or we can also save into the some other transport request number also we can save it here, right? So that the changes, whatever the note changes you are doing, it is so it is changing into it is saving into the one transport request number, so that the transport request number can be implemented, right? So as part of this node, there are the two object, two changes are happening in the existing objects here. So two changes are happening here. So those things we are uploading in our systems. Those changes we are doing here by by implementing the nodes here. By implementing the nodes, we are applying the here. Need to click the next button.
Hello, sir.
Yes.
Sir, మనం నోట్ ఇంప్లిమెంట్ చేసినప్పుడు డిపెండెన్సీ నోట్ కూడా అవుతుంది కదా సార్ అది కూడా మనం డౌన్లోడ్ చేసుకోవాలి ఆటోమేటిక్ డౌన్లోడ్
It's
అవుతుంది
if you are doing manually now we have to download it. If you are not doing manually, just automatically downloading means in the real-time systems, you no need to download it. Just directly click on OK button, automatically it will be downloaded from the service marketplace. It will be implemented.
ఓకే సార్
Uh, so manual download is not required, but only when we are working here. So for training practice purpose, that time the manual download and upload procedure is required.
సో ఆటోమేటిక్ మీన్స్ దట్ డిజిటల్ సిగ్నేచర్
Yeah. There is a digital signature file, digital signature configuration. Maybe that is called the backbone configuration we have to implement in our landscape systems. So it will be automatically downloaded. So, but our training systems are not connected to the SAP. So that's the reason. So it's not possible to us to do that one. So we have to manually download it, and we have to manually implement it in our systems. Manually download, upload, implementation. Implement is same as like directly just select it, click on OK button, then it will ask the some prompts. Then we have to provide the some prompts here. Then it will loading the data here. Now it say that objects are activated. Now you can see completely implemented. Completely implemented, which means this note has been implemented in our system completely. This note has been implemented in our systems completely. Like this, you will get the symptoms here. Like this, you will get the symptoms in our SAP systems here. This is the way we have to implement it. Okay. So this is the note implementation. Why we are implementing the note means to fixing the issues, errors, known errors, syntax errors, which as a SAP already knows, they will release the corrections. So that we have to go to the service marketplace, then we have to download it, we have to download and implement it. That is the note implementations. Okay, this is the S note. Using the S note transaction code, we have to implement it here. So types of means, so we have the manual and correction instructions. Manual means, so manually there is a resolution steps. We have to follow the steps. Step number 1, step number 2, follow the steps. We have to implement it. Correction means directly implementing the note, which we have done it now, right? So those are the two types of notes, manual and correction instructions. So this one is called the note implementation. Normally, as and when required, any bugs, any issues in the SAP system, as part of that issue troubleshooting, we may have to implement some notes. So in that case, so we have to implement the note to fix that errors here, right? So that is the note assistant tool, note implementations. Okay, that is the note assistant tool, note implementation here. So the next one is called the plugins. So the spam and saint, are and plugins patching here, and the plugins, the SAP system plugins patching here. So this is one of the important, maybe rare cases, but we may have to know how to update the spam and saint are. So our plugins, our components update here. Normally, previously we used to do the spam and saint transaction codes for updating the our system components. So that is the spam and saint transaction codes we will update use it. So nowadays we are using the some tool we are using to updating the our SAP systems with zero downtime, near to zero downtime. So we are updating the our some systems using the some tool here, right? So let's talk about the previous methods here. The previous methods here: spam and saint update, the spam or the saint update, and also we can also how to update our existing components here. Existing components means in every SAP system, if you go to the system status, you will see the list of nodes, sorry, list of components and their versions here. So normally during the installation time, you see here, if you go to the here during the installation, so we have some plugins, some components, right? This is the basis component, which is the 750 release patch level 8. This is the ABAP release, it's 08. This is the GWFND 26, right? So each and every, these are the components here. Each and every components version, component name, component release, SP level. So sometimes we may have to update our patch level to the latest versions. Why? Because we see some nodes we have implemented that cannot be implemented, right? So which means we may have to, we are not in the correct version level. So that time SAP will tell us, please update your components, at least the affected component or this component or this one, any one of the component you can update to the next level or higher level, which is there in the service marketplace. Then we have to download the respective component. So then we have to upload it here, right? We have to update those components here in our SAP systems here. So how to update it here, right? How to update all these components here? Manually, we have to download it. So that's why to avoid this, suppose like here the 100+ components are there. To avoid this component, SAP released the sum tool. We are doing the all nowadays we are doing using the sum tool here. Sum tool we are doing here, right? How to do using the sum tool here? That is the next part. But manual thing, how to use it, spam and send to perform this one here, right? So first of all, we need to check which component you are going to do, which components you have to do in our SAP systems here. So that is what we need to check it out here. That is what we need to check it out here. So let's take the small component like maybe STPI, right? STPI we have 740.23, right? 743, 740, we have the 23 version here, right? So when you go to the service marketplace, when you go to the service marketplace here, you will see the, you will get the, so the patch level, you will get it out here in the service marketplace. You will get the patch level here. What is the latest patch levels and everything. Based on that, you can download the, based on that, you can download the, so go to the software download center. Then here, so support pack and patches. SAP site. Go to the support pack and patches here, right? Support pack and patches here. Go to by alphabetical index. We have to download how the SAP softwares we downloaded. Same way, we have to download the patches here, STPI, STAPI, plugins and everything. So we have to download it here. So these are the plugins and patching, right? Maybe if you go to the yes, so here there is a two. So here you can see the SAP card, crypto library, and so we will get the STPI, all those things we will get STAPI. So STPI, right? You can see STPI also it is available here, right? We go to the here. So what is the our version here? STPI 740 here, 740. Okay, STPI 740 is our version here. STPI 740 here. Just go to the 740, then go to the support packages here, right? What is the latest version you can available here, right? 24 and 25 we are in already in the 24. Now let's go to the 25 here, right? Download the latest version of the SAR file from the service marketplace, right? So we have downloaded, right? Then go to the, so system. So we have to log into the 000 client. We have to log into the 000 client. 000 client we have to log in. Well, because this patches implementation and everything, we have to log into the 000 client, any one of the user, so who, which is having the access to the spam and spam transaction code. So we have the spam and saint transaction codes are available here. Spam is for the, spam is for the updating the, updating the additional, updating the existing components here, updating the existing components in our SAP systems. All right. The saint is for the, so add-on installation tool. It's a, the saint is for the, so add-on installation tools here. Suppose if you want to install the new components, if you want to install the new functionalities, new components, if we want to install it, we need to use the saint transaction code. After the installation, you want to update to the latest versions, then spam transaction code, we have to use it here, spam and saint. So it's a updating the existing components. This is like a additional of the new components here. Now SAP system is built. You want to add the new components here that time. So this will be used here. Now we are going to update the existing components to the latest version here. One of the component name is called the STPI component here. Here we are going to this component level. The spam transaction code. So here this is the spam transaction code here, right? Here you can see the options here. The first what we have to do it here as part of the plugins update. First we need to load the packages to the downloaded packages to the, either front end you downloaded or EPS folder we downloaded. So just you can load it from the here. Just load it, whatever the patch you downloaded. So that patch we can load it to the in this system here. We downloaded, where is the STPI? Right, this is the STPI 740 25 version here, right? So it's downloaded. So it says that already installed on the server, already installed, already there in the server. Let's go to check it out whether it's already there. If you go to the new support packages, we go to the new support packages here, so it will throw the results here. It will give the here, it will show the all what are the patches which are installed in our system. It will throw the messages here. So here aborted support packages, imported everything. Support package means our component versions here. Support package means our component versions here. All the information will be displayed here. All the information will be displayed here. Right? So 24 is there. 24 is there. 24, I think it's not imported, I guess. But it's showing that 24 is not imported. You can see 24. But what is the 22? I guess this is the one. Right? We have 23. Oh, 23 is there. 24 and 25 both are there. So let's import to the 24 here. Right? 24. 24 we are importing. So once you load from the front end, here, either load the packages from the front end, or you can also load the packages from the application server. Directly go to the EPS trans directory. There also we can load the file here. Then once you upload to the OS level to the SAP level, go to the display defined queue. Go to the display defined queue here. In the display defined queue, here you will get the so which component you want to update it here, which patch you loaded. So select that patch here, right? Select that patch here. When you select it, it will say like 24 version, right? From 23 to 24, we are updating here. Just select the OK button here. Just select the OK button here, right? We are updating this component here. This is a release. This is the patch level 24. We are updating into the our system here. Just click on the OK button. So then this will be implemented. So means there are some steps will be followed here. The first thing what we have to do as part of this procedure here using the spam and sync. So we have to download the either patch or so add-on installation tool. We have to download the patch from the service marketplace. Then upload the upload the the patch upload the patch into the SAP system here. So we have to download and upload the note here. Either you want to do the front end, either you want to do the application server, that is your wish. Then after that, so just we have to go to display and display defined queue, select the component and patch. Select the component, which component you are going to update, and the respective patch you can download it and just click on the OK button here. You can see, so once you download it here, you can see just click on the do you want to add the transports, not required, right? So now just go to the here, click on the import queue, here. Just click on the import queue here, import queue, you need to click it out here, right? So then you can see there are the 4 phases here. Actually the preparation, import one, import two, cleanup here. Normally the preparation phases we can do it in the dialog mode here. Import one, import two, cleanup, we can do it in the background mode here. That's why background we are doing here, right? So now what we can do, just click on the OK button here. So then click on the import queue, select OK. Automatically we can start. See here, automatically the STPI, the plugin is getting updated from 23 to 24. This is getting updated. It is going to be updated to the 24 latest version. It is going to be updated here, right? So you can see the processing here. So it is, so you can see the processing here. It is doing everything in the backend status here. So they are the spam phases are called the total 29 phases spam phases here. So one by one, it will complete it here. Total 29 spam phases here. So SAP, the spam phases are the 29 phases here, which means you no need to remember that this 29 phases here. Just take a note down of the how many phases we have. In that there is a one phase is called the 19th phase. 19th phase here. If we go back here, there is a one phase. You can see the there is a one phase here, 19th phase here. So import underscore proper, import underscore proper here. This is the phase is the very important here. So once this phase is crossed, we cannot revert it. Means we cannot revert the system here. So we cannot undeploy the system here until this 19th step. So now what is the step it is progressing now? Just if we click on the refresh button, it is asking the transport request. Just skip the transport request number here. The status we can find out, right? In the spam transaction code. So you can see the here the current action and status we can find out here. What is the current action it is doing here? All the information now it is in the preparation tasks. Now it is doing the preparation here. Once done, the import to total 29 steps will be executed as part of the your spam phases execution here. Automatically it will complete it here. Now preparation module here, it's doing the preparation activities. Then preparation done, the import one, right? Then import two means import underscore proper. There is a phase here. This phase import the actual data will be imported here. So this is the main phase here. Once you cross that phase, total 27 phases here. Once you cross that phase, then we cannot revert it here. We cannot revert back the patches here, right? So it's here objects locked. Repeat, they are the some objects locked in the transport request here, right? You can see these are the objects are locked in the transport request in the system here. So now what we have to do, so in the transport request these objects are locked here. So we have to go to the system SE03 transaction code, how to unlock the objects into the transport request here. We have to go to the here, then unlock the objects. In SE01, we have to unlock the objects here. We can unlock it here, right? Just unlock it. So if you have the subtask in the transport request, so these objects are locked. Just we can unlock the transport request also. It's unlocked. After you unlocking, what you have to do, just click on the repeat button. So the error will be gone. The error will be gone here. Now there is a error. The objects are locked. So how can we know means here clearly displaying objects are locked, right? So that's why. See here, objects are locked and check the inactive. So all the pages are running here. You can see Abja pages are running here. You can see it here. See objects are locked. 8th step, then 9th, 10th. So said so all will be started here. You can see. So add on imports. So it's doing. So to fix the error, sometimes what we have to do, so we may have to update the not only note is the known errors, but sometimes we may have to update the patches as well. Patch means currently which we are updating, that is the patch, right? The patch is the collection of nodes, collection of the mass nodes are called the one patch here, right? So that patch we are updating means collection of nodes only we are uploading into the our SAP system here, the corrections and everything here, right? So see here how much time. Why? Because this is a big system, ECC system. So that's why it's taking some time to load it, all those things.
Hello, sir.
Yes.
In real time scenario, when will you do this? Any
Normally, the STPI, STAPI plugins, regularly 3 months once we have to do it. Maybe if we want to update the entire support pack upgrades or everything, so maybe yearly once we may have to update the support packs. This means all the component means SAP system updates. Normally, we won't follow this procedure actually. So one or two components, spam and saint, fine. But if the more components, entire system you have to do it, the next step, next topic is our sum tool, how to upgrade the SAP systems using the sum tool. That is our next topic. So that time you will come to know how to do this all kind of things and everything. You will come to know that procedure. See here, it is doing one by one, one by one. So here, this is the reason SAP released the sum tool. Why? Because using the sum tool, bulk at a time, that hundreds of thousands of patches we can apply to the SAP system here at a time. So that's why sum tool we have to discuss. So that is our next topic here. But before that, before the sum tool, what is the procedure we used? Before the sum tool, what is the procedure we followed here? So this is the procedure we followed to upload all the things and everything. This is the procedure here. So directly, so go to the spam tool, load the packages, display different queue, select the component, then click on the import queue, then it will be uploaded here. Right, same as like Saint also. You can see while that is importing in other systems, I will explain about the Saint also here. Saint is for the new component. Suppose if we want to install the new patch in our systems. So Saint is the add-on installation and uninstallation tool. During the installation time, you missed one component or one component version, you missed it out. So later, again, if you want to install the component, you no need to uninstall and again install it. Just go to the after installation, go to the Saint transaction code. Here in the Saint transaction code, you can update it here, update it here. Once you load the packages from to the here, once you load all the packages to the here, what we can do, we can select it, we can install it. This is the add-on installation tool. This is the add-on installation tool here. Right. So here, what we have to do, we have to load the packages from either the front end or application server. Either any procedure we can follow it here, either the front end or application server we can follow it here. There is a BI conf packages. Maybe it's a different version. I think we cannot import. Yeah, no compression software installed on the application server level. Okay. Yeah, still it is in progress. So same procedure here also. The new packages we have to import it here. Same packages here. We have to import it here. Yeah, long running procedures. This all are. So that's why it's taking times.
Hello, sir. Sripad here, sir. How can I revert back these changes, sir?
Only restore, backup restore, only database restore. Why? Because note implementation we can do the de-implement we can do that one, note implementation. So that is well versed procedure. But here, but spam and saint, this one we cannot revert back. The spam and saint changes, whatever you are doing, we cannot revert back. That's why when we are doing these changes, we need to take the backup of the our SAP systems. Means the database backup, we have to take the backups. Then after that, you apply the patches. After applying the patches, sometimes what happens, some patches maybe some corrections. Maybe it will throw the error, system will be inconsistencies, a lot of programs will be corrupted. So in that case, again, we have to roll back, means the backup you have taken before the changes, right? So those backups we have to revert, we have to import it here. That backups we have to import it here. DB restore.
Sir, as part of, this one backup we need to take, or any dedicated DBA team will be available?
If it is the HANA database, if it is the HANA database, we have to take it out here. If it is the HANA database, we have to take care of this
Okay.
procedure here.
If ECC means the dedicated DBA team will take the backup.
Right.
Okay.
Just 1 minute.
Okay, in that case, it's a simple database restore, right, sir? taking the backup and restoring it.